Lord, that's exactly what happened to me. Unfortunate, what happened. I want to first of all say I'm sorry to the family of late Monica Phiri. I want to say I'm sorry to the entire nation of Zambia. I want to say I'm sorry to my family, especially to my beloved children. What happened was not a good thing, but it wasn't intentional. At the time, I was going through a lot of problems and I had nowhere to run to. There is no systems in Zambia to really counsel women. Yes, you can go to victim support, but then you are taught as you are getting married that you are not supposed to wash your dirty linen outside. You have to endure. A man is like always given the right to abuse you, to have extramarital affairs. And really what I went through was terrible. I had nowhere to go.
I know sometimes you don't really want to go back to that day or the activities that occurred leading to that. But for those who have not heard your story, they might be wondering what exactly went on. If you could please.
What went on was that my husband had an affair with a woman for a very long time. I suffered. We went on, the children suffered, I suffered. I wasn't in the right state of mind when that happened. I actually got the wrong advice from people maybe who were telling me the best way to end this is just to get that woman out of the picture, which was wrong. I regret ever doing that. Yes.
So if there's a woman out there who's watching and she's in a similar situation, like we all know, Africa, Zambia, you're told to bottle things up, not embarrass your husband out there.
Yes.
What would you tell them at this point in your life?
At this point, I would urge all the women countrywide to please seek counsel from the church, seek counsel from victim support. We've now got victim support. Don't keep quiet and don't make a mistake of doing what I did. Prison is not a good place. I ruined my life. I was a very successful woman, a mother. Now I've been in prison almost 11 years. I don't know where my children are. I'm not allowed to see my children. I've lost everything I had, all the properties, everything I ever owned. And I've lost all friends. People tend to abandon you when you get yourself in this situation. Please don't make the mistake that I made. There's no other person who can tell you better than I can. I'm the longest serving female prisoner currently. 11 years is not a joke to be away from your children. When I went to prison, my son was only 2 years. It's not a good thing. I would also urge the government maybe to support the women more, especially Minister of Gender. Can you come in? We need you in prison. The women are helpless. They need to be cancelled. And also our justice system. I think you feel alone when you go to court. I was lucky that I could afford a lawyer. Women can't afford lawyers in prison. Some of them, they just go to court and admit to what they didn't do. I would urge the women, the churches, the NGOs, please help the women to help the women to do the right thing. Most of them, they do the wrong thing because they've got no help from anybody to take the right direction.
Okay. In as much as you have been given a life sentence, you still live.
Just 1 minute. In fact, I wasn't given a life sentence. I was given a death penalty, which I thought was a bit too harsh, considering that I didn't do it myself. I hired people to do it. I was given a death penalty. I actually want to say thank you very much to His Excellency, our President, Mr. Edgar Chagwalungu, who dropped my sentence from death penalty to life. It's better I live and teach other women that it's not good to do what I did.
Exactly where I was going. So I was thinking, if you have a life sentence, what message are you carrying with you? What is the biggest message you can tell women who are contemplating or are struggling with GBV right now?
In fact, I would say that when I came into prison in 2007, these cases were not as much as they are now. That definitely shows us that there's something that is not right in our society. So it's actually, the numbers are going up. I was so ashamed, actually. That time I went to Lusaka Central Prison, I was the only one. There were other women, but they were in Kabwe. But right now, it's order of the day. Something is definitely wrong something is going wrong out there. The numbers are just getting too big. Something has to be done. I would ask the government to do something to support women financially, to support women in whatever way the government can, so that this scourge, because if we are just going to discuss gender-based violence in these 16 days, I don't think we are helping much. So I would urge the women outside not to give up, to be strong. It's better not to go to prison, to leave your children, to destroy your children's lives.